Welcome, children of light. We are sending messages so that the children of light can connect to their higher selves, activate their DNA, and move with courage to help bring about heaven on earth. This message is for light workers, star seeds, earth angels, all those freaking to see mankind from their internal bondage. Before we get started, we're going to take 4 deep breaths that will help to ground me and you, so I ask that you participate. And while you're breathing, try to empty your mind of everything except the sound of your own breath. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sensing that someone has tension in their shoulders, in their lower back, like right along their iliac crest. There's also some hesitation or constriction around the heart or the heart chakra. Okay. Let's go ahead and move into the message. While I want to pull advice on how to raise your vibration in the physical world, I can't guarantee that the answer is going to come out, but we're going to get started anyway. You have to first want to be different. I saw something the other day where there was a guy talking, and he was saying that in order to manifest, you have to sacrifice someone, and I don't believe that. And for some reason, it's coming out in this reading. Excuse me, I'm working on my voice. I'm working on the muscles in my throat, and it's anyway. I have a little trouble talking today, but I don't believe that you have to sacrifice someone in order to manifest. I do believe that what you have to sacrifice is your old self, old thought patterns, old habits, um, old emotions that were eating away at you. In this instance, the first message that came out, the first thing that I said was you have to want to be different. And in that way is what you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your old self. You may not be able to do the things that you once did anymore. I'm really, just as an example, like drinking, smoking. I'm even going to go so far as to say, like, giving your body to a bunch of different people. That may be lowering your vibration. You just have to analyze your life, take account, take record of what you have, pay attention to how you feel when you do things, and then decide, okay, is this making me feel better about life, better about myself, or is it making me feel lower? You have to sacrifice the old way of doing things in order to raise your vibration. It doesn't have to be anybody but an ideology. feel like if you're listening to this channel, you've already decided that what you want to do is be happy, and you're currently on your journey. You may be just beginning, and you don't know your own strength. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how this is going to end, but you've already taken the first step. So there's really no turning back after this. I'll say this: there is always an option to turn back, but you are taking away that option for yourself. You sacrifice the option to turn back and go back the way that you came. It's like the way is shut. That's what I'm hearing. You are done with the poverty mentality. And I don't mean just in terms of money. I do mean in terms of money. You are done with feeling, walking around like you're poor, poor in spirit, poor in money, poor in laughter and love and openness. Um, you're done being in a state of poverty in every sense of the word, and you're actually choosing to be full. I'm hearing two things. It's like there's two voices going on in your head. I may be showing my age, but I don't know if anybody tuning in has ever watched The Wiz. And if you don't know what that is, that's the black version of the Wizard of Oz. It's called The Wiz. It's got Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, and a lot of other famous people, but for some reason I can't remember the name. I know Richard Pryor is in there in the end. But the song that Michael Jackson sings when he's the scarecrow, he sings "You Can't Win," because that's what the crows are telling him, that he can't win. And I'm hearing that. I'm hearing something tell you that you can't win, but in the other section of your mind, you're saying, I can. I'm gonna win. So it's I would say that there are two battles going on, but it's not really a battle because you've already won. You've already told yourself, I'm gonna win. That isn't to say that this battle isn't hard for you, though. There is something to be said about opening your heart chakra. And I think that there's a lot of things going on with collectively with everybody in the world surrounding their heart chakra. Now, whether or not it's going, the end result, I can't say. That's not coming out. It's not for me to say. At least not right now. But it's how can I describe it? I feel like the collective heart is a bowl, and everyone is trying to peer inside the bowl, which is their heart, and see what's inside, analyze what's inside. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's no other way that I can put it. For some of you, for a lot of people, this is more collective. But just so, and I have to say it because you're here and you need to know what's going on not only with you, but you may be wondering why is this person acting like this? Why is everybody doing XYZ? And it's because everybody is having, for lack of a better phrase, kind of like a come to Jesus moment. I don't know how else to put that. There's a lot of work being done in the heart area. Maybe that's why when we were taking our deep breaths, I felt that constriction around the heart. Some people are closing up, some people are opening, and some people are fluctuating back and forth. They're resistant to the change that their heart wants to create. I also feel like the heart of the earth itself is taking on a different rhythm. And because we are all here living on earth, we can feel this frequency, this change in the heartbeat of the earth. That's something that you need to invest in within the physical world. And for one, it's paving your own path. For others of you, it is getting used to being seen. I feel like a lot of people tuning in have been in hermit mode for a long time, or they have a fear or hesitancy around showing up and showing out. Um, and there's something that you're going to have to do to help you face that fear. You may have to sit with it in the morning when you drink your tea, drink your coffee, or whatever. If you can just get a quiet moment, use your imagination. Imagine that whatever your fear is, that you're sitting with it, talking to it, asking it, okay, what is it that you want? Why are you so afraid? Why are you still here? What can I do to help you move on? Now, it is going to take some imagination, and I take it for granted that everybody has an imagination when a lot of people have really tapped out of theirs, and you may need to tune back into your imagination. There's a lot of ancient knowledge that is coming back to you, and there's nothing that you necessarily need to go out of your way to do to bring it into reality, because it's going to come to you, it's going to meet you wherever you are. It's like you left clues behind in your last life, or someone that you interacted with, or someone in your bloodline left you clues, breadcrumbs to follow. Um, there is energy coming and going to and through us all. There is a turning of the tide, a breaking of the seal, a a removal of the shackles. Something about the ties that bind being cut open. This is necessary for the divine masculine and the divine feminine so that they can get on the same page. These ties have to be broken in order for things to get balanced out. You do need to be careful of tricks and traps. I need a way to explain that. Everything and everybody that you meet on your journey is not praying for your downfall. However, everything and everyone that you meet on your journey is also not your friend. I think I said it in the last reading that you have to be discerning, a king or a queen. If you want to call yourself that, if you want to label yourself that, then you have to conduct yourself as such. And that means not letting everybody in the gate. Um, you don't have to be mean, rude, or nasty, but it's using your discernment. It's taking the time to get to know people. It's not sharing all of you all at once. People have to earn your. Now, I would say this: everybody deserves respect, so I feel like you should give it. Give everybody respect until they don't give it to you. But I do feel like people, they have to earn you. You don't have to like give all of yourself away, all of your ideas, all of your love, all of your compassion. I will even go so far as to say all of your money. Nobody deserves all of your freaking money. I I don't know who that was for. That was really specific. Someone wants to view the work that you've done so far. I don't know if this is someone in the spiritual world or someone in the physical world. I really feel like it's in the physical, but don't deny that it could be spiritual, that it could be a spiritual guide or the divine essence. The Creator wants to see, wants to take an account of what you have done so far. My question is, and I'm not really sure what is raising this question, but I have to say it. Do you have something to show? Like I'll use this if you've been wanting to write a book, but you haven't taken the time to sit down and do it. And I know that everybody says, "Oh, I don't have time," but there are some things that you really have to make time for, even if it's just two or three sentences that you sit down and you write. If you want something, you have to make time for it. Um, I know that that's harsh and redundant, and nobody wants to hear that, but it is the harsh truth of reality. I'll say this. I spoke to someone who was in their 90s who was just not wanting to write their book, but I won't say wanting, they've been wanting to write a book, but they were just not starting at 94 years old. Now there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, forgive me for saying this, Father, but how long do you think you're gonna be here to be able to get that book out and see it? And I'm not speaking anything against this person's life. I'm just saying that you don't want to wait until like the last minute to do something. Not saying that she was in her last minute. All I'm saying is that if you want something, if you want to see something done, the best thing to do is to go ahead and get it done. And when this essence, when this person, when this entity comes into your life and says, "What have you done? I want to see it. What can you show them?" This could mean in the physical world, like what projects are you working on? What creative ventures are you into? This could also be in the spiritual world. This could be something asking, how good of a person have you been? How have you treated your fellow humans? Um, Things of that nature. There's someone coming into your life that you need to be very discerning about. And it's not coming out that this person is good or bad, but it still falls into the last reading that heavy as a crown was the name of it. You need to vet each energy that comes in. Do not allow anyone to walk into your castle and you don't know them. You've never seen them before. Do not give anybody free access to you or your energy. Stay not really guarded up, because you don't want to be so guarded that you can't enjoy life, and that tension in your shoulders that we talked about when the reading first, after we did the deep breath. You don't want those muscles to get so tense that you're in a state of pain. So you don't want to be guarded in the sense to where you can't relax, but you also need to, in the back of your mind, be like, hey, you only have a certain amount of access to me. There's no way I can give you all of me. You don't have to voice that out loud and let them know your next move, but you also need to guard yourself. You need to pray for protection. You need to pray for sense and sensibility. There's something about the music that you listen to too. There's a frequency that you need to encounter. You may need to like type it in on YouTube, healing frequencies, and see which one resonates with you the most, because sound does have an effect on the brain and the body and the cells, and sometimes what we listen to can make us sick. And if you don't believe me, I don't want to sound judgmental. If you don't believe me, kind of look at the world. Kind of look at the people and what type of music they listen to, and then how they act when they're out, and about and in the street. And sometimes what we listen to, what we take in, has an effect on us. I'm going to leave it there. You're going to have to use your discernment for that, because I don't want to sound too judgmental. I'm not saying only listen to one form of energy or vibration or music, but I am saying mix it up. Someone is about to make a major decision on your life. And this isn't, for some of you, this could be someone coming in to boss your life. But for others of you, this is someone coming in that wants to help you. And for some of you, it's a spiritual essence. For some of you, it's a physical being. But there is something masculine, something bright, something very ancient, something. For the most part, this creature, whatever it is either very insecure or it is very humble. It has a really good heart, and it's going to be different for the different people viewing. So, but there is something kind of big that's coming in to make a decision about your life. Somebody wants to show you something. Somebody wants to show you something. Okay, okay, okay. For some people, somebody wants to show you how to plant. This could be actual planting, how to grow your own food. This could be planting a seed of hope, of inspiration, of I'm not really sure. You're gonna have to take it how it resonates, and when it comes to you, you'll remember. But something wants to almost, I can't explain it any other way besides something wants to give you a seed. This could be a child for some of you. Whatever this is, it is destined for this interaction to take place. How it's going to end, I can't say because it's different for each person. Whether it's good or bad, I can't say because I am sensing, things that are different, for each person. But whatever this interaction is, it is destined to happen. It's something that was already set down in the books. This is a destined meeting. This is a destined communication. But you need to be very discerning. Heavy is the crown. Vet each energy. Don't allow anybody full access to you. Don't give away all your goods in one walk. Save something for yourself. Protect your hoard. Nobody deserves all of you. Give yourself away a piece at a time, and always, always, always have a reserve for yourself. I'm not saying that this will end well. I'm not saying that this will end bad. I'm saying that whatever this is predestined. It's in your fate, but you need to vet each energy as it comes in. You do not need to be so excited that you're like, oh, here's everything. I'm open. Be open with yourself and the universe, but do not be open to every energy that comes into contact with you. I know I'm repeating myself, but I need you to understand that. I really think I'm going to have to leave it there. Um, Thank you for tuning in, and follow your own star.